What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Getting the Game, and today got another tutorial for you guys. It's pretty simple. Just the other day, I was doing a stream. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it was pretty much on um, doing checkpoints. And so with that said, I want to do a tutorial video on how to do it. You can always refer back to the stream if you want, but unfortunately, the stream I was doing, I think it was probably perhaps yesterday or the day before, it got interrupted, so I had to do two separate live streams. But today in this video, I just wanted to show you guys how simple it is to do a checkpoint. Um, and it's I really like it. I'm actually going to be doing more streams and videos on this. Um, because not only is it simple, you can rack up points fast, and you can also get a lot of arrests, and you can make it very fun for yourself. So I'm gonna show you. I like this spot here in Beaufort. Um, all right, so let's just go into it. Let's hit. I like the evening. Nighttime, you're not going to find a lot of traffic. More so in the evening and perhaps the morning. If you want to go to a very busy area, you could go to Callahan, but just be careful when setting up checkpoints in busy areas because a lot of accidents can happen. And a lot of it can build up a lot of congestion. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I'm referring to here. Let me just open the map. All right, so we picked Beaver. Is this the one? Oh, I think I picked the wrong. This is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So perfect. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move our car completely out the roadway. Oops. So you can set up on this side of the street, or you can set up on the other side of the street. Now, wait, I don't think this is the right one. I don't know. That's not. This is not the station I use. Hold up. So we're gonna actually move to. I think it was actually this one, North Point. I don't think it was Buford. Let me just double ch uh, let me go around the corner. Sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna double check. I don't think it was this one. No, I think it was the one at wait. I think it's this one. So let's try this. It had to be North Point, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go here, but yeah, you don't wanna do the checkpoint in a busy area. It's just gonna create so much chaos. You wanna do it like an area like this is actually perfect. I can actually do it here. But I like the other one better. I like also, just a little tip of advice, you don't have to do this, but I like setting the checkpoints up in front of the police station. Only because like this area, all this, you definitely want to, when you do your checkpoint, you're gonna see, make sure there's a, make sure you allow plenty of space on plenty of space for cars to pull over. So if you want to pull over like one or two cars, I don't know, pull over as many cars as you want. If they're gonna be lined up, make sure there's parking available to them, so they won't double park and be in traffic. Like, so this space right here is very convenient. Space, open space like this. Yeah, it's definitely the one in North Point. So I'll take us over to North Point. Now the reason I like to do it near a police station is because I have access to a lot of, I have access to other vehicles. Also, um, if I have to bring a prisoner in, I can.
Assistance required. Is an officer available?
We're gonna decline that.
Currently busy with another issue.
We're gonna disable our call out, so we just did that. So sometimes all right, so we're gonna continue to use this one. Let me see if I can, any reason I could tow this vehicle. Let me see. Hopefully it's expired so I could tow it and get this out the way. Uh, like I said, it depends. It's not expired. It's a handicap. All right, so it's okay. But we're gonna leave our car right there. But I like using this police station because the open parking lot. If I need some more cones and stuff like that, I can just go in there, go to another vehicle. Well, I can always go to my vehicle, but if you want to utilize another vehicle, you can. And I'm gonna show you guys why. Because say if you're arresting a lot of people, and you don't got time for the transport, you can simply throw them into the cars. And that's why I set up the cars, and I put the lights on all the cars. And you don't have to do this. This is just me having fun with the game at this point. But I like to arrest a lot of people. And so when I do these checkpoints, I had these cars ready, and I could just throw the people right in the car. So we'll grab one more car. We'll take the. I should. You know what? Actually, let's just take. Oh boy, it's a big boy. We're gonna take the SUV only because it holds a lot of. It holds four. So we already got two cars out there. Whoa! Try not to crash it. We already got two cars out there, which is good enough. This will be the last one. And we don't even have to have it facing the right direction. We just need it available to us off the road. Yeah, I know it's blocking pedestrians, what have you, but it's okay. They're just like outside holding cells pretty much. So, just grab cones from any. And just keep in mind, guys, it's just a tutorial. And when you do these, they don't have to be perfect. I'm gonna pretty much use 4 cones, and you'll see. You pretty much wanna just hurry up, block off one lane, and then you stagger it. You're gonna block off. You actually don't really have to stagger. It's up to you, however you want to do it. You're gonna let this car go by, and you want to try and do this step as fast as you can. Let these cars go by. I stagger it a little bit because the next 2 cones you're gonna see. I'm gonna stagger it just a little. The next 2 cones are just gonna be our outlet cones where they're gonna actually be coming in. And a whole purpose of, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but the whole purpose of the cone setup is just to get the cars to slow down. That's all. Now, just keep in mind a few things here. Your tow trucks are going to come through this lane right here. They're going to respond. If an ambulance come, I think they're going to do the same. But if you request a transport, say you have somebody in custody and you're just going to simply request a transport, just keep in mind you may have to they may not always yield to these. They may not always fall in. The transport vehicle may not always it may like actually like stop here and wait, and they may get most of the time they're gonna get stuck. So my advice, if you're gonna be requesting a transport, just escort your prisoner to the other side of the street, and that emergency transport vehicle will now respond to this side of the street, and it will not interrupt your checkpoint that you have set up. So we got our lights going. As you can see, this is also very fun to play with a co-op player. As I was mentioning yesterday, you do this in co-op. You can even have one person, like one person do the stops, and you could divide. You can delegate the work, have someone do the transport, have them just take them in and come back out. So this is very fun to do. So as you can see, it's clearly working. So now at this point, sometimes it is a weight game. For getting cars. Sometimes I like to bring out my radar gun while I wait. And believe it or not, you could get. This is a 35 mile, 35 speed zone, but believe it or not, they'll come down here flying, and you can get them. That's as long as it's above 35. I think I had them, but I think I snapped it late. But just as long as you're in a way, hey, Just as long as you're in the way, they're gonna stop. Just know that. So now, this is what I do. You could approach it however you want. This is what I do because I just find it that's much easier and faster. For me at least. I use the intuition button. The vehicle has a expired license plate, so that's good. So once I stop traffic by getting in the way, I use that intuition button, which is going to be L1 on on the PlayStation, and it's going to be LB on your Xbox. I'm not sure what it is on PC. Um, and see, I use that now. Say if they don't have anything on them, you can always run the plate and check that. So you have them stop. Let's say now we got the plate. Say you use the intuition button, nothing came up. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, so that didn't go through the first time. So if none came up, you can always run their plate. Now, see, this lady has, if, say if she had an expired ID, right? Um, and you may propose a question, well, can I stop her? The answer is yes, you can stop her. She has an expired ID. So anytime you're doing these checkpoints, you can stop them for anything, anything that's out of place, pertaining to, expired ID. Now you're not going to get them for not having a gun permit, obviously, but if they have an open warrant, you're going to stop them. Driver's license, of course. Expired ID, you're gonna stop them, and you'll see that you're not gonna lose conduct points. You're actually gonna gain SB points for stopping them. Stolen vehicle, of course, registration, insurance, what have you. Yes, anything pertaining to their credentials and a vehicle, you can stop them. Like I said, the only thing I really can't think of is the gun permit, but anything else on this list right here, you can stop them, especially if it's a spy ID. Yes, the answer is yes, you can stop them, and hopefully, I get a stop like that so I can show you guys. So see, right now, I'm pretty much I'm building up traffic. So you want to kind of just be mindful of that. So you take this, let her know you're being pulled over.
Hey! Pull over your vehicle. I want to
She's
talk
gonna
with you.
pull over. She probably pull over right right behind the van. I wish that van wasn't there and give us more space, but that's okay. You see what I mean? Because now she's gonna. Oh, perfect. She pulled up right there. That's a perfect spot. So we pulled over for expired license plate. A lot of times, guys, as I was mentioning on my stream yesterday, a lot of times your motor vehicle stops are going to turn into arrest. I would say more than 75% of the time they're going to turn into arrest. So, an advisor, while she's being stopped.
The reason I pulled you over is because your license plate is out of date.
Doesn't everyone do that?
All right, I smell alcohol. Boom. See, I told you. So, I'm going to request her ID. Now, I already ran her
License and
plate.
registration, please.
I already ran her plate, so I already have her
Yes, officer.
information.
There
I
you go.
always like to run a plate because I get to know who I'm working with, and I have the information already set for me in the system. If I see anything else that is contrary to what what I have in my computer system, now I have grounds to arrest her or some type of suspicious activity like a fake ID, a stolen vehicle because it's not matching. So let's go in here. There we go. So we're gonna. Her eyes is red, so she's probably under the influence. Probably under the influence of drugs and alcohol. But don't forget, I always like to give them the tickets first. Expired plate.
You're being charged and ticketed between $50 and $250 for driving a car with an expired license plate.
So much money for such a little infraction.
Okay, so now I'm gonna order out the car. Now, guys, don't forget, it's very important. If you're gonna be on these checkpoint details, it's probably best if you disable your call out so you won't get any distractions. Unless you want to respawn and come back to the checkpoint, but usually this is a special side detail where you want to, turn off your radio so there's no distraction. You're just going to be focusing primarily on a checkpoint.
Out of your
So
car
let's get
and
her
move
out
to
the vehicle.
sidewalk, please.
And now, and see, all the cars are doing a great job. No accidents. There's not too much traffic. They're yielding to the cones very well. So Now we gave her ticket. We're gonna give her now I can search her. The fact that I the order I'm sorry. The fact that it said that you smell alcohol, you can search her automatically. You don't have to wait, even though there's no crime as of yet. But when we take these tests, I'm sure she's gonna be positive for one of these things. I'm sure we're gonna be arresting her. But you, if you didn't get any indication that she's I don't know, no, if you didn't smell alcohol, things like that. If she's not nervous, then you cannot go into like a frisk or a search. You gotta have like, again, reasonable suspicion, probable cause.
I'll take a sample to check if you've taken drugs
But
before driving.
so she was good.
I'm just taking a sample to see if you've been drinking and
No
driving.
drugs. Let's see how she does act. She probably had a little bit in her system. Let's see. Yep, not that much. Let's do that. I kind of. Let me just
You'll
do the
take a
drug
test to see if
again.
you're driving under the influence of drugs.
Okay, so she, okay, no concern here. She had a little bit of alcohol in her. So now I'm gonna search her. We can still search
Put
her.
your hands up slowly, please. I'm
If you
going
smell
to search
alcohol on a person in this game, we can search them. Okay, all right. She's good to go. There's nothing else I can do. Nothing else criminal. However, guess what we are gonna do? We're gonna tow her car. So if I let her go, she's gonna hop right back in the car. So try not to make that mistake. Try to tow her car first. We're not gonna search her car only because there's no reason to. We don't have probable cause. We lose points. If she was under arrest, drugs, then we'll be able to search the car.
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
Well, unfortunately, she got to work home today. Now we can let her go. She got her ticket. She passed her test. We can let her go.
We're finished here. You're free to go. Have a nice day and take care.
And that's that. And it's on to the next one. And you can do this all day. It's so fun. And you can, like I said, while you're waiting, you can grab your radar gun. Even if you suspect them going to speed limit, just take the picture anyway. And you'll see what I mean, because you never know. So sometimes, like I said, it's a weight game. So you have to take the picture. 27. Oh, he almost hit me. And for the sake of the tow, I'm going to get out the way. I'm not going to stop her. I want that tow to come through. There we go. So I always have my radar gun in my hand. I'm always ready. Because like I said, these cars will fly. They don't care. So you can. It's like a 2-edged sword. You can get speeders, and you can do the checkpoint. See how he's going up? See? You want to see if we can catch him. Oh, when she yielded, she slowed down. Okay. But you can see how her speed was increasing. So we're just going to do this for most of the time. I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to be able to stop almost every car because they're not going to use a turn signal. So when you use your intuition button, it's going to say vehicle did not use a turn signal. So that's a little trick. It's a little cheat, if you want to call it. But most likely, with that said, you're going to be pulling over. You have ground. You're going to be able to pull on almost every car that comes through this checkpoint. Now, if you don't want to cheat, you want to do it the right way, that's fine. But, I mean, technically, she didn't use her signal, so we're not really pulling her over for no reason. Because if you do pull a car over for no reason, you're going to lose conduct points. But a lot of times, you're not going to use that turn signal. So, her car looks clean, but you never know. So, we are going to stop her. We don't want to build up traffic. So, we're going to bring this out, tell her pull over.
Hey! Pull over your vehicle. I want to talk with you.
Yeah, Tow did his job, got that car right out the way. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm just trying to let's see. I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to like get like a few more stops because you run into a lot of things. But that's pretty much how you do that setup. See, I run the plate, so I'm already gonna have her information Let's check. There we go. So again, she's not allowed to have no gun permit. Okay, so if we find a gun on her persons or in her car, we can arrest her. Okay, so that's that. And so we put her over for no turn signal. We gotta let her know that other than that, her car looks clean. Her record isn't that bad. And it's going to be driving,
I had
no
to pull
turn
you
signal.
over because you failed to signal.
I used my turn signal.
Okay, so now she wants to come up with an excuse.
ID and vehicle insurance card, please.
And so now you
Here
want to
you
look
go,
for those
officer.
her behaviors, like if you smell alcohol, if she's nervous, if her eyes are red. Miko Rocha. Makiko Rocha. Everything looks good. And now let me just see what it says on the registration. Definitely, now you got to be careful with this, guys. I always run into this. Now, the name on the restaurant owner on the vehicle, um, it matches what she gave me her ID. Now, it does not look like her, correct? Because she has blonde hair in the picture. That doesn't mean that's not her. So you got to be careful because you can end up arresting her falsely just because the picture doesn't match exactly. Since the launch of this game, the developers actually did that to make it a little hard. So we gotta investigate a little bit. But even though the haircut is not right, it looks like now she has shorter hair, different color, her eyes look the same, the lips look the same. So you gotta take all that in consideration. So we're gonna issue her a ticket for what's this?
I have to issue you a ticket for failing to signal. That will be around $60 to $150.
My lawyer will take care of it.
Now everything looks good. And here's the big part. You can
Please
always
step
get
out
them
of
out the
your
car.
vehicle and walk to the sidewalk.
You can always get them out the car. Jeez, that car is driving fast. And now you can test them.
Please allow
Always
me to
get them out
collect
the
a
car and
sample to
test
see
them,
if
so
you're
just
under
know
the
that.
influence of any drugs.
Oh, there you go. Like I said, most of the time it's going to be arrest. Her record was clean. Her car looks clean. She was very cooperative, right? But look, under influence of drugs. So now we have an arrest. Now you're going to get those points for arrest that you want. If you want to do an alcohol test, you can. You don't have to at this point because she's going to be under arrest. You can search her. That's
I
search
have
her.
to search you. Kindly cooperate.
Be mindful that sometimes when you do have motor vehicle stop, they can run. They may see. I told you. So they can run. They most likely they will. So let's be mindful. You may have to chase. I'm gonna get her real quick. She's slow. Come on. There we go. There we go. So we got her. We're gonna bring her back. Now, she probably has drugs on her, and if I attempt to search her, she's gonna probably keep on running. We're not gonna, for the sake of the vehicle, we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna arrest her for the original charge, which was what was it, guys? It was the drugs. So we're gonna test her for the drugs.
You're under arrest for driving under the influence of narcotics.
So they will run
Please move
on
to
you.
the
Let's be
sidewalk.
mindful of that.
No, don't. Please, officer.
Now let's get her. Now we could, in this situation, you could call.
Please.
I didn't
cooperate.
search her yet, but I'm gonna
Taking
bring
you
her back to the
police car.
scene. And this is exactly why. So if you're a person like me who likes to stack up on arrests, definitely have all those, have those patrol cars in place. And if you're doing a co-op, you have a partner. You can have them take care of the prisoners. It's up to you, but have fun with it, guys. That's the most important thing. Be creative. That's what I like about this game. It's a free roam game where we can have the ability to think outside the box and be creative with it. So I didn't search her yet. Did not search her yet. So we're searching from. We still gotta search her car. Still gotta get towed. So let's search her.
Put your hands up slowly, please.
She has
I'm going to
she
search
probably has a gun or she probably has a legal weapon on her or more drugs. That's the only reason they usually they run. And there we go, the legal weapon, the switchblade. So we're continuing to
taking you
escort
in.
her. Now I could call for a transport, but remember I want to do it on the other side of the road, or I can simply just put her right in one of the patrol vehicles. Well, we're gonna do that, and then at the end of this,
Please
end of the
cooperate and get
video,
into the
I
car.
escort them in and I get some more points for that. So she's there; they're not going anywhere. Perfect. Now let's this is very, I'm telling you guys that doing a checkpoint and co-op is so fun. You can get so many arrests, you get so many things. As you can see, I had a foot pursuit off a motor vehicle stop. They don't happen too much, but I find them happening a little bit more frequently, but they will run on you. Thank God she was a slow runner. um she has a nice Jeep though, I tell you that. It's nice and clean. I haven't found anything illegal in the car yet. Oh, there we go. Switchblade. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Check the back. There we go. Got some makeup.
I have
Now
a vehicle here for towing.
there we go.
Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
And this is why you want that open space. And this is why you don't want too much traffic, because look, tow truck can easily access this space here. You don't have to worry about a lot of congestion. You don't want too much congestion. I learned that the hard way. Alright, so now while we wait, let's get our radar gun out. Oh boy, he may pass me. 35 exactly. I wasn't in the driving lane. Okay, they're gonna stop. So again, oh wait, he looked like he may use the turn signal. Oh, didn't use the turn signal, so maybe use it too late. Like I said, most of the time, this is a perfect, because when you have it staggered like that, they are gonna fail to use that signal. You're gonna be stopping cars left and right. So now we're just gonna focus in on the plate. So you know you're gonna get them at least one ticket. Alright, let's see what we got on her. And we'll probably do one more. I'm gonna do one more stop because I want to show you guys what happens when they don't, that you can, I just want to pretty much verify, like when they have a spy ID, it's going to work. Don't worry about that. But um everything for her is in place. She got a speeding ticket, one parking ticket, jaywalking. Okay. Now just gonna bring out our sign again. Don't want to jam up traffic too much.
Hey! Pull over your vehicle. I want to talk with you.
Now, we got her pulled over. Say if you're that individual who wants to do a lot, you want to pull over multiple cars, you could do that. That's get in front of the other car. Look, now we got one stop. Oh, we definitely gonna get him. Expired license plate. So if you want to stop every car, and as I said, it's so much fun to do with a co-op because you get so many cars. I mean, I seen a video where in a co-op where they had like almost 10 cars pulled over at one time. It was crazy.
Hey! Pull over your vehicle. I want to talk with you.
So now we got 2 cars pulled over. He's gonna pull over. He pulled over there. That's not good. She pulled over down here. Alright, so let's take care of him first because he's actually blocking. So sometimes you have to be really careful too. You don't want to go too crazy. Like if you want to go crazy and have like 5 to 10 cars stop, that's fine. Just make sure you maintain the traffic, because sometimes pulling over too many a lot of cars at once is going to create a traffic jam. So let's talk to him, get him out the way. He's going to be pretty much getting his car towed. Actually, you know what? This is not good, because what's the problem here? We want his car to be towed, right? If I let him out the vehicle and that tow truck comes, not going to be able. So in this instance, this is the only, I usually don't let him go, but I'm not going to get him out the car, but I am going to give him some tickets. Let me just run his plate. Because now it's creating a traffic, because he didn't pull over in the right spot, in a good spot. So I may let him go. Invalid registration. All right, unless we have to really arrest him, but let's see.
I stopped you because your license plate is expired.
Ah, I totally forgot to get a new one. Thank you for reminding me. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
ID and vehicle insurance card, please.
Here you go, officer.
So you gotta keep that stuff in mind too. He's not in a good spot. If I tow his car, the tow truck may not even get to his car because his car is behind him waiting. How are we gonna move that car? The only way it's gonna work is I would have to move all the cones and do the setup again. I don't feel like doing that right now. So everything looks good besides um, him having expired plates. You don't have to tow it. You can. You know you
I
should.
have to fine you for having.
But
an
you're not gonna
expired
lose points if you let
license
him.
plate.
I don't think
It'll
you're gonna
cost
lose
between
points if you let him go.
$50 and $250.
My lawyer will take care of it.
No, we're gonna
It's
let him
fine.
go.
Have a nice day.
So we didn't use conduct points, you see. Although we should have towed his car, but we let him go. He's being courteous. He just got very, very, very lucky. But most of the time I will be towing. So here, we're gonna do this lady. She didn't use a turn signal, and she's rocking back and forth. She's probably drunk. So it's probably another arrest. Like I
stopped you
said,
for failing to
you
use
get a
the turn
lot of
signal as
arrests.
required.
Do you have proof? Because I'm sure that I used it.
Okay, so the person looks nervous. Now we can go ahead and frisk her at any point we want to. 'Cause she looks nervous now, and she's being very rude. So we don't like that. So let's see. Did we pull up her info? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see her
License and registration, please.
I think this is definitely
Yes,
gonna be a
officer.
DUI.
There you go.
Definitely gonna be a DUI. So let's see. I smell alcohol. Now I could do a full search. Now the fact that I smell alcohol in a full search. So like I said, guys, always remember to give her a ticket first. Don't forget that. We could easily forget that. So it was for no turn.
You're being charged and ticketed between $60 and $150 for failure to use a turn signal.
So much money for such a little infraction.
And
Out
now
of
I'm
your
gonna
car
get her
and
out
move
the
to the
vehicle.
sidewalk, please.
Right. Oh yeah. So we can search her. Let's just do it. You know what? Let's just do a DUI test. Let's
I'm just
see.
taking a sample
She's
to see if
definitely
you've been
going.
drinking and driving.
Yeah, she's definitely going to jail. Point 12, point 10. Yep. All right, that's enough. She's been drinking and driving. Now I'm gonna now that we know that we're gonna be arresting her, you can search her vehicle. You can arrest her first, but you can search her vehicle. Now I'm gonna put her in cuffs. I don't want her to run. I'm gonna put her in cuffs right away for driving under the influence of alcohol. Because if she has anything on her illegal, she's gonna try and run like the last lady did. We don't want that. For the sake of the video, I don't want it to be no distractions. Found something illegal. Now I could arrest her for the weapon if I want. What is it? Is it a gun? Yeah. Perfect. So I could arrest her for the gun, driving under influence alcohol, either one. Eventually, as you guys may know, stacking charges will be coming. I know the developers keep saying soon, but hopefully we get stacking charges the next update. We don't know when that's going to be. Soon could be a month, a few months, a year. Who knows? But now we're gonna arrest her. Definitely gonna arrest her. I'm not going to even attempt to search after arrest her. After we put her in custody. But having a gun, she's not allowed to have it. And now if she had a, let me just point this out. Gun permit, no, it's in red. So she's not allowed to have a gun. But if she had a gun permit, if it was in green, yes, and we found in her vehicle, we would not be able to arrest her for that because in that situation she would be allowed to have it, even if it was on her or in her car. But the fact she doesn't have a gun permit, see? Illegal weapon, carrying a gun without a permit.
You've committed a violation by carrying a weapon without a valid permit. You're being arrested.
So now we
Please, don't do that.
we got a gun charge. That's perfect. We got a gun. That's perfect. Got it. We
I'm taking you to the police station.
So her car is ready to be towed. She's been searched. And now, like I said, I don't have to walk all the way in. I can if I want, but for my convenience, I can just put it right here in the car
Please cooperate and
and
get
transport her
into
at
the
the
car.
end, or I can call for transport. It's up to you. Let's have fun with it. Be creative, guys. So now we're gonna do one more stop. I want to try to
I
get
have a
someone to
vehicle here
spy
for
ID.
towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
There's our tow.
Be with you shortly.
Equip radar gun, yeah. You can always catch cars coming the other way. Let the tow come through here. Let's see, gonna. Alright, so she came straight, right? So now she came straight ahead, she wasn't in a turn in the other lane, so she didn't have to, we can't get her for not using her turning signal because she was just coming straight ahead. However, we have her now. We can always run her plate. So here we go. So right now we don't have any reason to stop her, right? But now we run her plate. Let's focus on it for a few. All right, now. So when we run her plate and find something on her that's wrong, we can stop her. Bingo! This is exactly what I wanted because a lot of people had questions. So questions about this. So she does have a driver's license. She's not allowed to have a gun, but her ID is expired. So now we can pull her over. So even if you use that intuition button, nothing comes up. Like driver didn't use a turn signal. Driver, whatever. If it doesn't say anything, just run a plate. So now get our stop sign out and tell her to pull over.
Hey! Pull over your vehicle.
And as you can see, I gained points. I didn't lose any points because I could pull her over for having a spy ID. I didn't. At some earlier in the game, I didn't know that either. I was like, oh, she has a spy ID. What is that? But yeah. So now, you go to driver. You go to car. No, I'm sorry. You go to documents, background documents, and you tell her, look, you hear her spy ID right here.
I had to pull you over because a background check of this car revealed that the registered owner has an expired ID.
Oh,
See?
I'm so sorry.
So
I
it's
didn't know.
valid, guys. You
I'll
can
take
do
care
it.
of it as quickly as possible.
So earlier in the game, I didn't know I could do that. Person is constantly looking around. Now I can search her because she's nervous. When it gives you that cue, now you can search her. So we already know who we're dealing with. We're in her plate, right? Oh, okay.
ID
So
and vehicle
let's get her
insurance
info.
card, please.
Make sure her ID is
Here
not.
you go,
Make sure everything
officer.
matches. Make sure nothing's fake. And this will be our last stop. Okay, yep. ID's expired. Perfect. Everything matches her car name. Perfect. Get that back to her. We are running through the computer just to make sure it's not a fake ID. Sometimes that can happen. Now we issue her for what was it? Expired ID.
I have to issue you a ticket for your expired ID. That will be between $75 and $150.
My lawyer will take care of it.
All right. I almost forgot. So now I still didn't forget. I guess the person was looking. It said she was constantly looking around. She was nervous, right? If you ever get stuck at a point where you don't know if you can frisk or search, just go to the handbook, go to actions, and go down to evidence, and scroll down until you see allow frisking, allow searching. It's going to tell you when you can frisk and when you can search. So let me see. Avoiding eye contact, looking around. That's what she was doing. So we can frisk her, not search her. I'm sorry. We can only frisk her at this point. We're going to get her out the car.
Please exit the vehicle and step to the sidewalk.
So now, if I wanted to, I can just frisk her for weapons. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna run the drug test. I'm gonna do the drug and alcohol test. See if I find anything else
Please,
on her.
allow me to collect a
We
sample
can't
to see
search her
if you're under
car.
the influence of any drugs.
Only thing we do is frisk her. Nope. Negative for drugs.
All right, let me just check to see if you're under
She's
the
probably gonna be
influence of alcohol.
negative for alcohol as well. Yep, had a little tiny teeny bit, had a shot or something. All right. However, we can't search her vehicle unless she's under arrest, but we can frisk
Kindly
her.
allow me to frisk you in case you have any
So
illegal items.
if she have like a gun or marijuana, just a city guide, Matt. All right. So at this point, she's good to go. That's it. We can't. No criminal. Gave her tickets. That's
We're
it.
done. You can leave now. Have a good day.
And that's that, guys. So that's how you set those up. Now let me see something here. Now as you can see, I still got my checkpoint set in place. So say if you wanted to in the course of, let's see what happens.
It's
In
time
the
to
course
take you
of,
to the police cell.
let's just say in the course of transporting a arrestee into the prison, and coming back out. Let's see if that setup will still be there. It should be in place. So sometimes if you go off screen in the game, things sometimes has a tendency to disappear. Especially like say if you put somebody in handcuffs and you have them on the side of the curb, and then you go all the way down the block, around the corner, and go down the block, and then you come back. That person's going to be going. And that has to do with the development of the game and process and things like that. So, but I think this game does a fairly good job, a fair job. Well, I can't say fairly good. Two different things. A fair job in maintaining. See, our cars are still there. Let's see if our setup is still there. So, if you want to transport your prisoners at one point, look, I got a lot of guys in the car. I need to take a break from the checkpoint. You're doing a checkpoint solo. You want to rack up those points and get those points. Say all these cars were filled with arrestees from the checkpoint. Now you could come in and say, oh, I need to take a break. Let me get these guys in the cells, and then I'll come back out later. Especially if you're doing it solo. So this is why it's good to do the checkpoints. Well, this is why I like doing the checkpoints near near the precinct, near the jail, near headquarters, because you will get your points for the transport, especially if you put them in a car. It's one thing if you just escort them, but when you put them in a car, and then you get extra points. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video has been helpful to you all. Like I said, I just use 4 cones. It's very simple for my checkpoint, and you see how I got staggered. You pretty much want to block off. You just pretty much want to block off the lanes and have them come into one lane. That's it. Very simple. And guess what? You could do a radar here too. So say if you're with a partner, and you have the checkpoints set up, you do radar here too. And I believe you could stop him for speeding, even if you tag him. Oh, he did 40. Oh, I missed it. You gotta have that the trigger finger ready. Let's see if we can get one. But yeah, you could do the radar too. The day will come. But that's pretty much it, guys. So checkpoints are very fun to do. I'm gonna actually come back in another stream and just do a checkpoint and see how many people I could arrest. I want to fill like all the cars up. I did it before, but I just haven't streamed it. 28. I don't know why he slowed down. That's a she. That was very weird. See? Oh, probably because she saw me. 34. So maybe I gotta move back. Sometimes you can hide. But make sure. So I have my settings. If I leave like traffic tools um out on a roll, um prior to ending my shift, I would lose points. So I have that set up in my settings. So that's why I'm gonna take these off. But that's just something I like to play like with a modded like a modded simulation where it's by the rules but not too much by the rules. So you can always change the settings to your likings however you want. We're gonna leave our cars here. Not gonna lose points for that, but it's pretty cool that you can have all your cars. You can set up your cars. Like I said, that's 4, 6, 8, 10 people. You can have up to 10 people. You can have in custody. We're gonna just have them in the cars. Um, you know, prior to doing transport. That's enough. Or that's more. Got more cars here, so put out as many cars as you can. But this is very fun. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and do a stream dedicated to hopefully an uninterrupted stream, just dedicated to a checkpoint. It's very fun. You get, like I said, you can rack up a lot of points, get so many arrests, and it could be fun too. You're gonna have foot pursuits. You're gonna find a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that's gotta be creative. But thank you guys. I hope this was helpful. Thank you to all my viewers, subscribers out there, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. And you take care. And until next time,
Your
guys, I'll
shift
be
is
catching up with
over,
you guys.
officer.
All right, take care now.